One night, a poor little boy sat alone on the roof of his old house. Every night, he looked at the moon and whispered, "Moon, why does nobody care about me?" His father had died years ago. His mother worked day and night washing clothes for rich people. At school, other kids laughed at him because his shoes were torn. But every night, he talked to the moon. One evening, he said, "If you really hear me, give me one sign." Suddenly, a shooting star crossed the sky. The boy smiled for the first time in months. The next day at school, the teacher announced a city-wide art competition. The winner would receive money and a scholarship. The boy loved drawing. But he had no pencils, no colors, nothing. That night, he told the moon, "I wish I could join." The next morning, he found an old box near the trash. Inside were broken crayons and half-used papers. To others, it was garbage. To him, it was treasure. For 3 nights, he stayed awake drawing under candlelight. His fingers hurt. His eyes turned red. But he never stopped. On the final day, students laughed when they saw his drawing. "What is this? Even a baby can draw better." The boy stayed silent. Then the judges arrived. One by one, they looked at every drawing. And suddenly, they stopped at his. The room became quiet. His drawing showed a lonely boy sitting on a rooftop, talking to the moon while the city ignored him. One judge whispered, "This feels real." Another judge had tears in her eyes. Hours later, the winner was announced. And the poor boy's name echoed through the hall. Everyone froze. The same kids who laughed at him stared in shock. The boy walked slowly to the stage. But instead of smiling, he looked out the window at the moon. Then he said, "Thank you for listening to me." When nobody else did, the entire hall became silent. Some teachers started crying. That night, for the first time ever, his mother hugged him tightly and said, "I'm proud of you." And the boy smiled at the moon again. But this time, he wasn't lonely anymore. Sometimes, the world ignores quiet people. But one day, their pain becomes their power.